Hi friends, it's Miss Kelly, and today I'm reading a book inspired by how I feel. It is a gray, gloomy day in Pennsylvania, and it's going to rain. I had a hard time getting out of bed, so I'm reading a fairy tale. Can you guess which one it is? Sleeping Beauty, because I was so sleepy this morning. And Sleeping Beauty is a fairy tale. Maybe a lot of you have heard of it. And as you can see, we have a young girl, a beautiful young girl who's sleeping. Sleeping Beauty. Do you see the roses on the cover of the story? Do you think that's a clue? We'll see. Now, fairy tales happened a long time ago, so we don't really know who the original author was. So this book is adapted. That means another author took this story and made it her own. Now, this story is dedicated to my friend Ava in California. Her grandmother told me she loves princess stories, so I thought, this is a good one for Ava. Here we go. I'm gonna move my chair. Sleeping Beauty. Oh, more roses. This book was adapted by Amanda Askew, and it's illustrated by Natalie Henriksen. Lots of roses. Here we go. Long ago, that's kind of like once upon a time, there lived a king and queen who had a beautiful baby girl. The king was very happy. He held a big feast and invited friends, family, and fairies. Ooh. Now, fairy tales have magic in them, so fairies are magical. There were 13 fairies in his kingdom. All but the 13th fairy were invited because she was mean and hurtful. Oh my. I guess you don't want somebody mean at your party, do you? After an amazing feast, each of the fairies gave a magical gift, including kindness and beauty. The princess had everything she could wish for. Ooh. After the 11th fairy presented her gift, the 13th fairy suddenly appeared. Uh-oh, I think there's going to be a problem. Angrily, she called out,
"When she is 15 years old, the princess shall prick herself with a spinning wheel and fall down dead."
That is mean. Now, this story happened a long time ago. A spinning wheel is what people long ago used to make yarn or thread. Oh, the queen fell to the floor sobbing. The 12th fairy, whose wish was still unspoken, quietly stepped forward. "My magic cannot break the curse," she said, "but your daughter shall not die. Instead, she will fall into a deep sleep lasting 100 years. Wow. So sleep, I guess, is better. 100 years is a long time. Over the years, the fairies' promises came true one by one. The princess grew to be beautiful, kind, and wise. The king and queen ordered every spinning wheel across the kingdom to be destroyed. The princess was never told of the curse. I guess She wasn't told because it might scare her, but maybe they should have, so she could stay away from them. I don't know. On the morning of her 15th birthday, the princess woke up early, excited. She wandered through the halls and gardens, waiting for the rest of the castle to wake up. She came to an old tower that she had never seen before. The princess climbed the winding staircase and opened a little door. Do you think she should have done that? Oh. What do you think this is? It's a spinning wheel. In a small room sat an old woman with a spinning wheel, busily spinning. "What are you doing?" asked the princess.
I'm spinning,
said the old woman.
Would you like to try?
Uh-oh. The princess had hardly begun when she pricked her finger. At that moment, she fell into a deep sleep. Do you remember how long she's going to sleep? 100 years. The king and queen and servants had all started their morning routines when suddenly they fell asleep too. The horses fell asleep in the stable, the birds fell asleep on the roof, and the dog snored in the yard. Around the castle, a thick wall of rose bushes grew until nothing could be seen of the castle. The legend of Sleeping Beauty, as the king's daughter was called, spread across the land. Princes tried to reach the castle, but the thorns would not let them through. Oh, now we know why there was so many roses. "100 years passed, and a handsome young prince heard the tale of Sleeping Beauty. He traveled to the castle and walked through the roses unharmed. Oh. When he went into the castle, the flies were asleep on the walls, and the servants were asleep in the halls. Near the throne lay the king and queen, sleeping peacefully beside each other." That must have been kind of crazy to walk into. Everybody's sleeping. At last, the prince reached the tower where the princess slept. As soon as he saw her, the prince fell in love. He bent down to kiss her, and Sleeping Beauty awoke. The sleeping curse was lifted, and the castle slowly came to life. Later that year, the prince and Sleeping Beauty were married and lived happily for the rest of their lives. The end. So, I hope you like that story. It's a little different from movies, isn't it? But I think that you probably knew what the problem was. The problem was Sleeping Beauty got cursed. But what was the solution? They just had to wait. It's kind of like now. We just have to wait. I love you and I miss you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.